get a sense that kind of the defensive things you look for at this group is starting to kind of come around, or like what are you noticing differently over the last few games?
I think our sense of urgency and our focus on the little things is has been better. I think we realize that for us it's a non-negotiable if you want to achieve our goal. This is something that we have to do every night, regardless of who's on the floor.
Did you guys need to take a few lumps first to kind of get that to settle in, do you think?
Seems like it.
Yeah.
Seems like it. I think it's always good to, you come in the season with like some very high expectations, and you kind of expect things to just flow naturally, but it's a tough league. Every game is a challenge, and you have to go get it. And I think now we realize that we need to have that mindset, both defensively and offensively. That mindset to move the ball. When we do that, for us it's a recipe for success.
Rudy, you guys so far this season, previous seasons, you had trouble beating teams that the team should be. This year, you've taken care of those teams. Is there a different mindset coming into those kind of games that you noticed, or a little more business-like approach on those things?
For sure, I think we are aware of our flaws as a team, and we are aware of what happens when our focus slips away, or our level of urgency slips away. So I think now it's exciting to feel that we really understand that our competition is ourselves. Our biggest competition is ourselves, and if we focus on the little things and play the way we're supposed to play as a team, which is moving the ball offensively and defensively, compete every minute, good things happen. In some of these games when it's third game in 4 nights, or some of these games that are not always easy, and when you're a little more tired, it requires for us to find it deeper inside of us, and that's when we need to care. That's when it needs to matter more than how many points we score, or what we do offensively. What we do to impact winning needs to always trump all these aspects of the game.
I was going to say the third quarter the other night seemed like one of those moments where you're down to, you come out and you take a 20-point lead. What was present in that moment coming out of that locker room that maybe was missing years past?
I think just our killer instinct, just come in and just play to destroy the team in front of us on both ends. And there's no easing our way into that. I think it's just, each individual on this team brings something different to the table, and when we all focus on doing our best in what we bring to the table, pretty good team.
Rudy, with you dunking the ball a lot this year, but it also feels like you have a lot more like finesse finishes around the basket, like layups and push out. No, seriously, been like Utah, right?
Thank
you. It was almost all dunks there. I'm just kind of curious, like what that process has been of like developing more ways, and how effective is it?
Just a lot of work, and also I think it comes with the confidence. The confidence in myself, and the confidence from coaching staff, confidence from my teammates, and just for me to let the game flow offensively. I think sometimes I've been too, oftentimes because my game requires me to be always tense, always physical, and always tough, because defense and rebounds and setting screens, it requires strength, right? And so finding that balance of strength and finesse, just being able to, just be relaxed with the ball in my hands, be able to do that consistently. I think people are able to see that I can do pretty good things.
Is that like a fine line kind of there? Because like a dunk is a dunk, right? You're getting the 2 points there, and if it's going to be some sort of layup or distance, it's not going to be as high as this.
I think it's just, for me, I realized that the work that I put in behind closed doors is what kind of like guides me to then when I'm on the court. If I don't overthink things flow naturally. So it's been my mindset. Just be on the court, just be present, take it one position at a time, and also be great, be the best in the world at what I do, which is obviously help this team be the best defense that we can be.
Hey, Rudy, there's been times previous years where an opposing defense did not really have to pay a lot of attention to Jaden. Just he stays in the corner, isn't moving. Like now that he is so much more aggressive and involved, what does that do for the offense collectively when he's in that mode?
I mean, it forces the defense to make tough decisions. When you have shooting threats like he is, scoring threats like he is, and the shooting personnel that we have around, and you have somebody like me that rolls to the basket. It forces teams to make tough decisions, and the great offensive team will find the weakness, find the right play, and I think that's where we really figure it out right now. That's why we've been so successful offensively. I think we, instead of thinking, okay, I should expect to score 30 tonight, no matter what, sometimes the team's going to take that away, and you have to make the right play, and you have a very good, talented teammate that's going to score. So, and when you do that, it's instead of scoring 100 points, 110 points, we score 140, 150, and teams are scratching their heads defensively because they just don't know how to stop us.
Rudy, last year I remember you talked about Jaden being a good trash talker on this team. It seems like the more confident he gets, the more that's kind of coming out of him. Is that kind of a boost to your guys' defense when you have not only Ant that's talking a lot, but now Jaden who is also kind of fueling that fire?
I think it's great. I mean, I'm more action type of guy. If you talk and the actions follow, or if the actions are there and then you talk, it's fun. But as long as the actions are there, I'm all for it.